Hello viewers, welcome to JSM. In this lecture, we are going to discuss one very important and interesting concept, that is the significance of universal gas constant R, and also the value of R in the different units we are going to discuss in this lecture. Okay, this is a very important and useful in the so many physical chemistry concepts. Okay, this is useful in the states of matter, it is useful in the chemical equilibrium, it is useful in the thermodynamics, like this. Okay, in so many topics it is useful. Okay, what is actually universal gas constant? That first we will discuss. After that we will discuss the value of R in the different units. Okay, now let us start. So we all know the ideal gas equation very well, right? So PV is equal to nRT. Okay, so this is the ideal gas equation, right? So from this, if you rearrange this one, we get R is equal to PV by N into T. Okay, PV by, this is the pressure, volume, number of moles, and it is the temperature, right? So now here we know that the pressure, what is the pressure expression? Force by area, right? Force by area. And what is the volume expression? We can write here area into length. Okay, area into length by N into T. Okay, so this is the expression for pressure and this is the expression for the volume. See here, area and area will get cancelled. So here we get R is equal to force into length by N into T. Okay, force into length. See, if you look at this expression, force into length, this is nothing but work done or energy. So no, force into length is equal to work done or energy, that we discuss in the thermodynamics and physics also. Okay, so here therefore R is equal to, we can write this one as work or energy. Okay, work or energy by N into T. Okay, so work or energy by N into T, this is the expression for the R. Okay, universal gas constant. Okay, so how can we define this one? R, that is R is equal to, we can define as R is work done per Kelvin per mole, per Kelvin per mole. Okay, R also we can define this one as R is energy per Kelvin per mole. Okay, energy per Kelvin per mole. Okay, so what is this meaning that we will discuss right now? Okay, so what is the universal gas constant? How can we define this? R is work done per Kelvin per mole, or R is energy per Kelvin per mole. What is this? That we will discuss with a simple experiment here. Suppose in a container, okay, in a container we have some gas is present in this container. Okay, let us take a gas, that may be hydrogen, oxygen, whatever it may be. One gas we have taken in a container, and here we have some frictionless and weightless piston is present here. Okay, this is the frictionless and weightless piston, and in that one gas is present. Suppose, okay, so here let us assume that this gas is of n moles. Okay, the gas is of n moles and it is present at some particular temperature T. Okay, the gas is amount is n moles and this is present at a particular temperature T. Okay, now for this one, suppose we are supplying some amount of heat. Okay, some amount of energy. We are heating this container. Now what happens here? When we supply energy, this gas expansion takes place. So now this gas is expanded, so this piston moves upside. So now that means the work is done by the gas. So now here what is happening? When you supply energy, the gas is expanded, so this piston moves upside. That is nothing but here the work is done by the gas. So now when we supply some energy, work is done by the gas. Okay, So now here what happened, expansion taking place in the same manner. Suppose we compress this one, then what happens, work is done on the gas. Okay, if you compress this piston, okay, if you apply some force here instead of heating, then what happens, compression of gas take place. That is nothing but work done on the system, okay, which we discussed these concepts in the thermodynamics very clearly, right? Okay, so here for the understanding purpose, just we are considering heating. Here we are considering, right? Okay, when you heat the gas, what happened, expansion of gas taking place, so work is done by the gas. Okay, now here what is the definition for R? R is work done per Kelvin per mole. Okay, R is energy per Kelvin per mole. Okay, suppose here let us assume that the number of moles of gas is, we are assuming as 1 mole. Okay, number of moles of gas is 1 mole of gas is present in this container and this is expanding. And also assume that the temperature is raised to T plus 1 Kelvin. Okay, so from T Kelvin to T plus 1 Kelvin temperature is raised. Okay, when you supply heat, what happens? The temperature increases. Okay, now we have 1 mole of gas that is heated and expansion is taking place, that already we discussed. So this 1 mole of gas is expanded and its temperature is increased by 1 unit. Okay, so T Kelvin to T plus 1 Kelvin, suppose 10 Kelvin to 11 Kelvin, 100 to 101 Kelvin, like that, whatever it may be the temperature. Okay, now here the work is done by the gas. So no, some work is done by the gas, that is nothing but this universal gas constant. Okay, so work done by the gas per Kelvin rise in the temperature per mole of a system. Here we are taking a gas. Okay, so what is the R? Work done per Kelvin per mole. Okay, work done per Kelvin per mole. So clear? So that is the expression for R is this one, work by N into T or energy by N into T. Okay, so this is the definition for the universal gas constant. It is also considered as molar gas constant also. Okay, molar gas constant. Clear? So now let us see what are the value of R. Okay, so here one important thing you should remember is that here, see, from this expression, once again I will write here, R is equal to P into V by N into T. Okay, so this is the expression, right? So here for N, what are the units? Always that is mole. Here temperature always we consider in the Kelvin scale. So here units are Kelvin. Now the value of R depends on the units of pressure and volume which we are taking. Okay, universal gas constant value depends on the units of pressure and volume. We have so many different units for the pressure and volume, yes or no? In the one lecture already I have explained that parameters of gas. In that one, what are the different units we use for the pressure and volume, that we discussed clearly in one previous video that you can watch if you have any doubts. Okay, so overall what is the thing here is that the value of universal gas constant depends on the units of pressure and volume in which we are expressing. Okay, clear? So that we are going to discuss now. Now let us consider the value of R in the different units. Okay, so this is the expression just now we discussed, and here first we will consider what is the value of R in the old STP conditions and in the modern STP conditions. Okay, what is the difference between the old and modern STP conditions? In the old STP conditions, pressure is considered as 1 atmosphere, temperature is 273.15 Kelvin or 0 degrees centigrade. In the modern STP conditions, pressure is considered as 1 bar and temperature is 0 degrees centigrade or 273.15 Kelvin. Okay, so up to 1982 we used this old STP system. After that they revised that pressure is considered as 1 bar. Okay, clear? No, right. Now let us see the R value. So here how we get the R value? So here simple, let us substitute all these values in this one. Okay, 1 atmosphere into volume how much? 22.4 liter by N 1 mole into temperature 273.15 Kelvin. Okay, so after all simplification, see here we get R value is equal to 0.0821. Okay, 0.0821 liter atmosphere. See here liter and here atmosphere, Kelvin inverse and mole inverse, nothing but liter atmosphere per Kelvin per mole. Okay, so what is the R value here? 0.0821 liter atmosphere per Kelvin per mole. This is when you take pressure in 1 atmosphere and volume is 22.4 liter. See, these two are fixed everywhere, only these two will change. So no, so what is the R? 0.0821 liter atmosphere per Kelvin per mole. So this also we can write this one 0.0821 decimeter cube atmosphere per Kelvin per mole. Yes or no? Okay, because 1 liter equal to 1 decimeter cube, we discussed in the previous lecture clearly. Okay, and also this we can write 82.1 milliliter atmosphere per Kelvin per mole. Okay, also this we can write 82.1 centimeter cube atmosphere per Kelvin per mole. Okay, so these are the different values of R when pressure is 1 atmosphere, volume is 22.4 liters. Okay, so majorly you should focus on this one. Okay, so if you remember this one, we will get all these values, because 1 liter equal to 1 decimeter cube, 1 liter equal to 1000 milliliter or 1000 cubic centimeter. So if you multiply this one with 1000, we get these two. Okay, clear? So remember this one, right? Next, in the modern STP conditions, so here R is equal to 1 bar into, see here volume. Old STP condition molar volume is 22.4 liter, and in the new STP or modern STP conditions molar volume is 22.711 liter. We can take, this is the exact value. Okay, here you should be very careful. Okay, so now substitute this one. Just I will take 22.711 liter by 1 mole into 273.15 Kelvin. Okay, clear? See here, that is after simplifications we get here R is equal to 0.08314 liter bar per Kelvin per mole. Okay, liter bar per Kelvin per mole. So this is the value of R in the modern STP conditions. Okay, so here in the old STP condition 0.0821 liter atmosphere per Kelvin per mole. Here 0.08314 liter bar per Kelvin per mole. In the same manner like we wrote here, we can also write here decimeter cube bar Kelvin per mole. Okay, same centimeter and centimeter cube, and also in the milliliter also we can express. Okay, see, no need to by heart them, we know the interconversion relations. Okay, just remember this value and here remember this value, that's all. Okay, so these all we can get from this one. Clear? Now let us see different values also. See here, when we take pressure in the Pascal or Newton meter power minus 2, actually here we get the SI units for the R value. Okay, so here, and volume is 22.4 into 10 power minus 3 cubic meters. Clear? So now if you substitute in this expression, R is equal to, let us substitute this 1.01325 into 10 power 5 Newton meter power minus 2 into volume is how much? 22.4 into 10 power minus 3 cubic meters by 1 mole into 273.15 Kelvin. Okay, so here after simplification we get 8.314 to Newton meter per Kelvin per mole. Okay, Newton meter per Kelvin per mole. So, okay, so we know one expression, that is 1 joule equal to 1 Newton meter. Okay, so if you substitute here, we get R is also equal to 8.314 joule per Kelvin per mole. Okay, 8.314 joule per Kelvin per mole. So this is the value of R in the SI units. Okay, generally we use this one in the chemistry. Okay, that is R is equal to 8.314 joule per Kelvin per mole. Okay, clear? Now also we can write in the different units this R value. So that is, let us consider another one. So we know that 1 joule equal to, okay, 1 joule equal to 10 power 7 erg. So no. So if you want to express R value in the ergs, so then that is equal to, R is equal to 8.314 into 10 power 7 erg per Kelvin per mole. Okay, R equal to 8.314 into 10 power 7 erg per Kelvin per mole. This is another expression. Okay, next let us consider one more. So we know that 1 calorie equal to 4.184 joules. Okay, 1 calorie equal to 4.184 joules. So therefore here R is equal to 8.314 by 4.184 calorie per Kelvin per mole. That is, after simplification we get R is equal to 1.987 calorie per Kelvin per mole. This is roughly we can take, that is equal to, R is equal to 2 calorie per Kelvin per mole. Okay, so this is the value of R in the calories per Kelvin per mole. Okay, so anyone we can use, generally this we use. Okay, so almost equal to 2. Clear? This is in another units. Okay, and also we know that, see here, 1 joule is equal to 6.242 into 10 power 18 electron volt. Sir, no, 6.242 into 10 power 18 electron volt. So if we express R value in the electron volt, we get 5.189 into 10 power 19 electron volt per Kelvin per mole. Okay, so this is the value of R in the electron volt per Kelvin per mole. Okay, clear? So this is about the value of R in the different units. See, overall if we observe this one, what is the thing happening here is that depending upon the units of pressure and volume, R value is changing. So no, depending upon the units in which pressure and volume expressed, according to that R value is changing. Okay, so remember these values, R values in the different units, because sometimes they may not provide in the examinations. So that's why this is very important to solve the problems. Okay, thank you for watching.